Hey guys, how you doing? So it's Gavyn here from Afresh Personal Training. And today what I'm going to talk to you about is another one around about habits, is creating a new habit. And we're going to talk about the habit loop. So basically this is something I genuinely believe in, and I genuinely believe that the only way we can improve in anything is to create new habits within our life. I could give you the best training plan, the best meal plan, but if you're not able to create a new habit within your day, you're basically going to be virtually impossible to ever stick to the new regime. So with everything in life, okay, there's a habit loop. Okay, so I've basically got this from a guy called Charles Duhigg, and a book called The Power of Habit. And I recommend anybody who wants to make a change to get all of it on either audiobook, which I listen to, or in hard copy. Okay, I'm going to put a link to it down below. But The Power of Habit was an amazing insight to me, and although I've people seem to think I can go to the gym easily and I can eat easily, it doesn't take an awful lot of willpower for me anymore, and it's because although I didn't know at the time, I was forcing new habits into my life, new good habits into my life, and we've all got these habits. Okay, we've all got good habits and we've got bad habits as well, and essentially. Let's just think of a basic habit that we do, brushing your teeth in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, you have got a little small routine that you do every day, okay? So you get up in the morning, and I'll just say for mine, okay? I get up in the morning, I've created a new habit recently, which for the last 2 or 3 months, which is a whole big pint of water with some lemon juice in and some ice. First thing I do, get up in the morning, drink my water. Then I'll have my breakfast. Then I'll go and brush my teeth. Now, the very, very rare occasion, by the way, that I forget to brush my teeth, I feel weird, and I feel a bit dirty. I feel like I'm not as clean, and that's something that we all feel as well. If you've ever forgotten to brush your teeth, or rushed out and just busy with the children, you'll understand what I mean by that. So when I first started exercising. I used to play with the gym and go occasionally, but it was never something I did all the time. And I'd make up a ton of excuses why. I was tired, I was busy, you name it, it was all there. And when I started exercising, I stuck to a really pretty hectic regime for, it was a 90-day program. And when I got to the end of the 90-day program, I just thought to myself at the end, if I stop, I'm going to end up back at the beginning. And I got to the point of 90 days, and I'm talking about the habits before that. It's about 66 days long to create a new habit. I had created a new habit in my day, and the power of that habit was that I felt I think I trained for a week after that 90 days because it was quite intense. But I felt weird. I felt sluggish. I felt yuck because I hadn't been training, and I'd spent 90 days doing it, and it created a new habit for me. So that is why, even to this day, I'm able to maintain a really, really good workout regime. I work out 5 days a week. Occasionally it'll be 4, usually 5. And I do that as part of my routine. And I'm a shift worker, as you know, and I've built this routine into my day to always exercise before work. An early shift, I get up early. A late shift, I go in before work. A night shift, I go to the gym before work. And I've created a new habit in my day. Same with my fitness pal. It was really hard to start using my fitness pal, but now when I don't use it, it just feels a bit weird, and I don't even think about it anymore. It's not hard for me anymore. It's just something I now do. When I compare that to the days when I first started, it was really difficult, but now it isn't, and it's because I've made a new habit that I'm able to continue to do this long term, and that's what it is. Okay, so. First of all, okay, I've spoken this before, is that you need a why, okay? You need a reason to even entertain trying to change your habits. Now that reason I've spoken about before, it needs to be emotional, it needs to be a real reason, and it needs to be something that's gonna, in the early days, get you up, get you motivated, and keep you motivated. Once that starts to happen, you're gonna be able to carry on in it long term. So, with regards to brushing, so let's talk about this habit loop. The habit loop, which is spoken about in the book, The Power of Habit, comes down to the researchers have broken down what a habit is, and they studied people with alcoholism and smoking, and there's lots of really cool stories in the book, real stories in the book, and gambling. And what they realized was there was a cue, there was a routine, and there was a reward. Okay, so the cue was the thing that made you do the routine, and after you did the routine, you would then get a reward from that. So let's just say it was, I think one of the ones I talk about in the book was someone who was biting their nails. So they identified that the cue was her finger started to tingle, and the routine was to bite the nails. And then the reward was she felt, after she done them all 10 of them, she felt a feeling of satisfaction. So the cue was the tingly fingers, the routine was the biting, the reward was finishing all 10 fingers and feeling she's accomplished something. So when you go back to brushing teeth again, when you brush your teeth, you have wherever that fits into your morning, you have a feeling. The routine is brushing the teeth, and the reward you get afterwards, and there's lots of science done about this, was the feeling of cleanliness, the little slight irritation from the minty toothpaste in your mouth. Then you get a reward of feeling clean. Okay, so that's your reward. So if you didn't brush your teeth, if you didn't bother with it, or if you didn't use toothpaste, you'd probably not feel as satisfied as when you use your toothpaste. So what I'm going to talk to you about today is obviously making habit changes, and we all know that exercise and nutrition are big parts of a new lifestyle change. So the easiest one I'm going to talk to you about is the eating one. Okay, so let's just talk about the cue, routine, and reward. So it could be that the cue for when you eat, which you do every single day hopefully, is going to be the feeling of hunger. So you get a feeling of hunger, then you do the routine, which is eat something, and then you have a reward of feeling satisfied and fullness. So the routine we need to change is what it is you're actually eating. Okay, so the cue is hunger, the routine is the food, and the reward is the feeling of satisfaction. So when you think that you need to have healthy diets and healthy, a healthy diet, you need to change the routine, which is the eating part. And it's easier to change with food than it is for exercise if you've never exercised before, because it's something you already do. And it's easier to change something you already do than it is to start a new one of something you don't do, and I'll explain that in a second. So let's just say the cue is hunger. Alright, so what you need to do, you need to play with these routines. You need to play with the bit in the middle to give you a reward. So sometimes, and I'm guilty of this myself, is that if I haven't had enough water, I get the feeling of hunger. So now I know my body pretty well, now I'm pretty familiar with what it is. So if I feel hungry and I know that I've just eaten and I shouldn't be hungry, I'll have water instead. That usually satisfies me and gives me the reward. Okay, so let's just say you get it. So you get a cue of hunger, and then you need a routine. So what are you going to do? So you've got two choices. Okay, this is all about planning ahead. You could either this cue of hunger and address it, as it happens, and hopefully that if you've got this new why, you've prepared a healthy snack or healthy meal, and then you reward satisfaction. But let's just say you've just eaten and you have a cue of hunger. You need to change the routine. So you can think to yourself in your mind, I have just eaten something, I shouldn't be hungry. I'm going to try and change this routine. So then you go and you get a big glass of water and you drink it. Then you wait 15 minutes and you wait to see what the reward brings. If you're still hungry after 15 minutes, there's a good chance you need something to eat. If you're not, you've now created a new little habit, okay? Or if you continue to do it anyway, if you think about it, you've got a hunger cue, you know you shouldn't be hungry, you've had some water, you've changed the routine, so instead of having the biscuit or the chocolate or whatever it is, you've had the water, you get the same reward of feeling satisfied. That is the key, okay? So if you're in work, and let's just say you go to the cafeteria, and it's lunchtime, you got the cue for being hungry, then you got the routine. So now is the time that you need to deal with the action and routine of getting ultimately to feel full and satisfied. So then you make a healthy choice in the cafeteria. And as I talked about before, it wants to be a protein, it wants to be a carb, and it wants to be some vegetables, okay? It could be a chicken salad or a chicken sandwich or whatever it is. but you need to change that routine. So if you've got a really bad diet of going to McDonald's all the time and not preparing meals, you need to play with the routine. And all it is, you're already getting the cue of hunger, and you satisfy that that routine, and the reward is being full at the end. You just need to change what you do in the middle, and you need to change just one thing a day. So I get some of my clients to just try and change their lunch, and well, that works really well. They all need to focus on is that they're already getting the hunger cue, they're getting the meal, which is a reward, the routine, and then they're getting the reward at the end. So what I challenge you guys to do is that, plan ahead. If you're in an office work, or even if you're out and about, is prepare meals a day before. So when the next day, when you go into work and you get the hunger cue, then you've got your new routine, your new meal that you've prepared, which is exactly right for you and good nutrients and balance. That will then give you the reward of feeling full. And when you practice this over and over and over, what happens is it becomes something you do. It's no longer hard effort. It's no longer willpower. And as I said, it takes about 66 days to create new habits. So you probably have to work pretty hard on this for about 2 months or so. But once you do it, guys, okay, what's going to happen is you're going to completely change your routine. You're going to change your meal, and you've created a new habit, which is so much easier to maintain 5-10 years down the track. So the same thing could be, let's just say you have lots of breaks in between lunch and breakfast and lunch, and there's something in the middle. So usually you get hungry. The cue is hunger. You've satisfied the fact that maybe water, and you go and get a muffin or a chocolate or a biscuit or a cake that someone's brought in. You need to change your routine. So you need to be prepared. And then you need to change it up. So again, test it out yourself. Okay, this is the only way you're going to do it, is test it. Are you really hungry? Have some water. See how you feel. If you're still hungry, eat something healthier. So if you would typically go for a cake or a muffin or a chocolate, make sure you've got some snacks. Have a bowl of fruit sitting on your desk or in the fridge or wherever it is, and go and eat the fruit itself. That way then, you're satisfying everything you need. You've got a hunger cue, you've eaten something to satisfy the hunger, the thing you've eaten is healthier than chocolate muffins and biscuits, and you get a satisfaction reward afterwards, okay? And once you start doing that and training yourself, it becomes easy, and you're going to make a bunch of healthy choices through the day. That's the first one. That's usually a little bit easier to manage, okay? But let's just say you're somebody that doesn't really exercise all that often, and you need to create an exercise habit. So the problem with that is that for me now, on my routine I get up in the morning, my cue is that I get ready for work with my gym gears there, put my gym gear on, and I go to the gym. That's my cue. That's what I do. I go to the gym, I exercise, and at the end of the exercise, end of the workout, I have a sense of achievement. It's a reward for me, and that's part of the endorphins going on in your body. The fact that I've nailed another workout, a feeling of accomplishment, all those good things, and I remember how that feels before I go in. And for me, that is my habit loop. If I didn't do that, like I haven't been to the gym today, I'm not feeling too great, and I've had a really busy day. I know later on I'm going to feel a bit, I should have gone to the gym. I'm going to feel a bit weird. But today was a choice that I made not to go. But if you're someone that doesn't exercise, you need to have, create a slot in your day. You need to create a bit of time and a bit of a new habit into your day. And the only way you're going to do that, guys, is just by actually, identifying a place in your day. So get your calendar out, whatever it is, and mark a time in your diary. Set an alarm, and that is going to be your time. So when we're starting off, try maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes of a slot, okay? It doesn't matter when it is, lunchtime, before breakfast, after dinner, whatever it is. Find a slot that you think you can work, okay? And don't try and be unrealistic with it. Now, I'm going to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Make it in what you already do. Your day is already this, and you need to create a slot within this day somewhere. You may think that you can't, but honestly, there's going to be a slot in there. What that does, you use a bit of a blunt force trauma for you guys. So the alarm goes off, it all goes off. You go and do 15 minutes. Once you do your 15 minutes, note down how you feel. So you keep a little notepad nearby. So the cue now is going to be an alarm, if that's what works for you. The routine is going to be a workout, whatever it is, a walk, a gym session, press up, squats. Then write down how you feel. Keep a little notebook, write down how you feel. The next day, same thing again. Alarm goes off, 15 minutes, write it down. How do you feel? You might feel rubbish, you might feel tired, you might feel in a bad mood. It doesn't matter what it is, just write it down. Keep on doing that, okay? And keep on, and then keep marking a diary. I use a 66-day challenge form that I've got that I'm currently doing for the moment. And tick off something, make it visual. So, a blue tick for a success, a big cross for a fail. It doesn't matter if you fail, just mark it down. And over 66 days, you're going to be able to see exactly, exactly how you've been doing. And the more blue ticks you get, they're going to motivate you more to do the new habit. Once you start carving out 15 minutes into your day, that 15 minutes can easily lead into 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And to be honest with you, you don't need much more than 40 minutes to have a good workout. Then what happens is you're going to change the routine. So if walking, for argument's sake, has been your thing for 15 minutes a day, change it up, make it a little bit harder, do some squats, do some bodyweight stuff, go to the gym and get that routine working. And then you're gonna start to see a pattern, okay? You're gonna have a new cue, which is hopefully an alarm or a time in your day or whatever that is, whatever it is to you, that's important for you. Your routine is gonna be exercise and your reward is gonna be how you feel. I pretty much guarantee you're not gonna feel bad after a workout. Our bodies are designed to crave the effects after a workout. They're called endorphins. And you've probably seen the memes going around, that was a bad workout, said no one ever. Because it's not true. The fact of the matter is it's hard to get off the couch or whatever it is to do it. But once you've done it, you feel amazing. And you need to remember how you feel. Once you do that, that habit loop gets like embedded into your brain. And once you do that, you've now created yourself a slot in your day that you can work out in. And it's going to be really, really, really powerful for you guys, okay? So, just try it. It's not going to, you're not going to nail it overnight. It's going to take you a little while. As I said, it takes about 66 days to create a new habit. But why not? 66 days are going to go by anyway. You may as well try and do something new. And if a healthy lifestyle change is something you need, and you need to incorporate exercise into your day, then try it. You have nothing to lose whatsoever. At the very worst, you might take off 20 workouts over 66 days. There's still 20 workouts that you wouldn't have done before. And you just keep on going for it, and you keep on trying, you keep on trying, you keep on trying, and before you know it, you're going to be ticking off 15 minutes every single day, and your whole blue calendar, or your whole calendar is going to be full of blue ticks. Really, really powerful, okay? And as I talk about these habits, and it's really, really important. And I was thinking earlier on as well. I was just talking to a friend of mine who's a trainer as well. I was talking about the fact that I used to do Aikido, and the reason I stopped is because my knees and joints are a bit sore, and I've had some operations. But essentially, Aikido and any sort of martial art, I guess, is built on habits. You practice the things over and over again, so they become a habit. So when you get into a self-defense situation, and the position or body position of that other person itself presents itself, you quickly react, and you can do the move. Different to Aikido is it's very technical and it's very difficult to learn. And when I did my black belt grading, I was really fast and I was good at it and everything else. And it's just an accumulation of new habits of the moves that I practice and practice and practice and practice and practice. And over time they become just ingrained in me. And it's the same thing. They all have a cue. So the cue for like an Aikido move would be the body position. It could be the strike. The routine would be the throw, the arm lock, or the takedown, and the reward would be subduing the opponent. That is how it all works. And the cues would change, routines would change depending on the cue, and the reward would still be subduing your opponent. Okay, so that's what something that Aikido taught me, and anyone that has learned a new discipline over time, wherever you're good at school, whether it be football, tennis, rugby, you've all got a bunch of cues, routines, and rewards. Okay, and it's no different. But all you guys need to do is, if you're trying to create a new healthy lifestyle, really think about what I've just said to you and try and work it into your day. Honestly, you can do it. You can do it. It's really, really powerful. And now you understand what everything comes down to: a cue, a routine, and a habit. It's something that takes you. It's a alert, something alerts you to do something to get a reward. And all you need to do, for most part, is change the routine. And if you haven't got, if you're not doing something and you want to start doing something, you need to create a cue. You need to make something up that's going to trigger you to do something to get a reward of something else. And like I said, an alarm is really good, and a reminder, do the trick. And yeah, whatever it is for you, okay? If you guys want to have a chat about this or want to email me something, I've got tons of ideas of cues and routines and stuff. God knows I've probably used loads of them over the years without even thinking about it. And I've thought about this a lot, and I've got some really, really cool ideas. So if you drop me an email below and put me an email, I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know if this video is useful. Give it a share, a like. Share it with somebody you think might benefit. At the end of the day, creating a new healthy lifestyle is so important to all of us. We all need a healthy lifestyle, and this is just one way of trying to do that. And like I said before, if you've tried and you failed and everything else, just give this a try. People always go hard out and they really, really struggle with it. You don't need to. You need to pick one thing, understand how to change it, and keep on doing it until it becomes a habit, and then you build up. And once this one is in place, then you change it and you build up and change it and build up. Alright guys, so that's all I'm going to say for today. Really, really good to cover this off. Like I said guys, you can start afresh any time of the day. If you don't make a change today, how will tomorrow be any different? See ya.